Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to review the 2018 science fiction drama Solis that stars Stephen Ogg. Now, little side note here, little bit of trivia. While watching this film I was looking at this actor, Stephen Ogg, thinking, oh, you look so familiar. Who are you? Who are you? And when I actually checked who he is and what he has done, and even though he has done a few notable things in regards to acting, the most notable thing from my perspective was he did the voice and the motion capture for Trevor for the Grand Theft Auto 5 game, which I thought was absolutely fascinating, and that character is so iconic in regards to gaming. I just found it fascinating because I'd not really seen him in anything before this film. However, I digress. What is this film about? Well, this is a science fiction film that is actually essentially just has this one character in it. Troy Holloway, played by Stephen Ogg, and the only other actor who you hear in this film but don't see really is Alice Lowe, who plays Commander Roberts, who's like a voice on a radio. And this film starts off, there has been you see Troy Holloway wake up, he's been unconscious, he's in like this craft, this like shuttle that's hurtling through space. It's been in some kind of accident. He's an engineer for this company that works in space at mines, does lots of mining and things like that, and it's hurtling out of control. His co-pilot or his co-worker is dead next to him. He's on his own completely, and the only thing he's got for company basically is Commander Roberts in his earpiece, who's trying to communicate with him, give him advice on the best course of action to save his life. And these courses of action result in, okay, the temperature's too cold, you need to turn it up or you're going to freeze to death. However, when you turn it up, when you sort that problem out, the temperature's going to get too hot very quickly. So therefore we've got to get the timing just perfect so for you to get this spacesuit on to keep you alive. And then basically everything that could go wrong does go wrong here. Everything he tries either fails dramatically or succeeds half as successful as he wants it to, and things consistently go wrong. When he repairs one system, there'll be an accident, an explosion, he gets injured, he's got to sort that out. He injures his hands. At some point he has to go and do a spacewalk to repair the outside of the craft, all in a desperate attempt to save his life, which initially isn't particularly keen. He's not really sure he wants to live, or he wants to put other people at risk to come and save his life, which is exactly what Commander Roberts and her team are doing. They've been ordered to seek him out and save his life, but he keeps pleading with them to go away. You know, the percentage of saving him is so low it's not even worth attempting, etc. And Commander Roberts keeps insisting that she's not going to do that. So you've got this drama unfolding, this tension that everything mechanical is going wrong, and the chances of survival seem to drop at every turn in this film. And that's kind of the story, you know, that we get here. Does he get out alive? You'll have to watch the film yourself to find that out. What did I think of this film? Well, I thought for a low budget science fiction film it was actually well presented. This I thought the effects were okay, they were fine, nothing outstanding, but they certainly did the job. I thought the central performance, as it needed to be, by Stephen Ogg was actually pretty good, and it did carry the film. I found initially his performance to be a bit unlikable. It was, you know, incredibly disruptive or grumpy. He didn't want any help. He just kept shouting at Commander Roberts through the thing, and yes, but you could understand, I suppose, the pressure he was under and that's how I analysed it. But he progressively warmed on you as a character, and I thought it was a good acting display for this film. However, the problem with this film is it's very, very enclosed. It's just one actor on screen for the majority of this film. It's one performance, one actor, and one scenario that he's in. You don't get much more out of that. It's very enclosed, very claustrophobic film, and it is really quite slow paced. So if you're a high octane, science fiction watcher and you're expecting high action here, you're not going to get it. This is one of those sci-fi films that actually it could have been. It didn't need to necessarily be set in space. It could have been set on a boat or anything like that. You know what I mean? It could actually be a stage play. It's that kind of science fiction film. It's just been set in space. But I think it's reasonably effective. But it's only really an average film. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10, guys. It's certainly watchable. I didn't really hate it, but there's not an awful lot happens, if I'm honest. It doesn't really hold the attention, and some would describe it as quite dull, I suppose. So there you go, Solis, guys. It's quite an interesting science fiction film if you want to check it out, if this is your sort of thing. I do hope you enjoy the review, and I shall see you next time on Screen Stars.